A very good morning and welcome to Biomass Oval in Malaysia. This is the final day of the ACC Under 19 Premier Cup 2026. Well, the championship trophy will be decided later on in the afternoon. It's time for third and fourth place, and it's Nepal going against Indonesia. Two sides who have shown very good talent and just fell short of that big final. But I think there will be a lot to play for. And the players are ready. We had a slight delay in the start, but now here comes the first delivery. Well, Anu Kadayat, she was instrumental with the new ball in the semi-finals as well. Did a good job with the bat, and now she'll be doing it for pride of Nepal. And with me, I have U3 in the com box as well.
Good morning, Shahidul.
There's the first delivery. That's a wide.
Losing the control a bit in the early stages. Nice weather. Yes, we had a wet weather last night, so had a slight delay. However, that doesn't have an impact, and we will have a full quota. That's a good news for all the viewers.
Yes, I think it's very important that we have a full match. Oh, there you go. A swing and a miss. That's a good delivery. Well, that's why Anu is very dangerous with the new ball.
Yes, she has a hint of a swing there, inviting the batter to play on in front.
Well, Indonesia, they won the toss, elected to bat first. Surprising for me because they're a team who rely heavily on their bowlers as well. Nepal on the other side, they have been very, very consistent, very balanced, I would say, with bat and ball.
Yeah, the Indonesian captain Hilwa, when I was interviewing in the toss, what she was mentioning was yesterday when she came in to bat the second, the cracks were open and it was difficult to play in the second half. So there are a bit of cracks on the pitch. So she had to chase down.
Okay, and a wild swing and a miss. While Yusri, yesterday's semi-final, what a cracker. We had Nepal versus UAE, 40 overs, and no one could split them. Went into the super over, and Nepal just losing it by the barest of margins. Well, they were one of the favorites to win this contest.
Yeah, the two sides are very good sides. UAE and Nepal had to play each other in the semi-finals, unfortunately. Next delivery. Play and a miss.
Well, absolutely. I think what we witnessed yesterday could have been the final itself. Two of the best teams in this tournament facing against each other, probably just at the wrong time. Instead of the finals, they went against each other in the semis.
Yes, anyway, definitely these four teams who played in semi-finals are already qualified to the Asia Cup along with Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan and Bangladesh. A wild swing there again. So yeah, it was unfortunate to meet two stronger sides in the semi-finals, and we saw what can deliver for the viewers. Both the sides were 100 all out within the 20 overs quota, and then they had to settle it off in a super over.
That's the last delivery of the over. A decent start for Anu Kadayat. One without loss. Well, Yusri, do you have your personal favorite in this tournament? Any team that you really liked throughout this series, or any team that you would want to mention?
There were a few teams. Definitely, one of the stronger side was Nepal. then UAE, very experienced side, and then we had Thailand, one of the stronger sides around this area. And unfortunate that Malaysia has to go down and not being able to qualify for the semi-finals. They gave a good fight. Good thing for Malaysia is they are having many under 16 players, so their players can play for another 2 to 3 years. So hopefully they will be stronger in coming years in this age group.
Yes, absolutely. I think it allows the team to be built in a proper way, 2 to 3 years, if they could do it together. Here comes Manisha Kumari. Oh, she gets the wicket with the very first delivery. That's an absolute peach. Well, the batter had no clue whatsoever. Diaz, well, she was looking for the ball to come in. The ball just going the other way, beating her all sends up.
Shahidul, let's look at that delivery. Manisha, right on the money. The first delivery. Doesn't seem like she has had a sleep last night, so seems like she is coming with the same way she went back to sleep last night after that superb game.
Well, as Nepal, I think they are a team that plays that aggressive brand of cricket. We have seen only few teams with an intent like that. So Nepal is one of them, and the other two sides are in a well-deserved final, UAE and Thailand. Thailand, to be honest, they are the team to watch out for because they will be in your face. They are the ones that will never allow you that breathing space, and we have seen it time and again, not only in the under-19s but in the senior women's as well.
Unfortunately, Diaz has to depart without scoring the golden duck. First delivery she faced Manisha on the money, and no room for any error with that delivery. So she had to depart without scoring and without troubling the scoreboard.
Well, there is a race going on between Manisha and Riya Sharma as well to see who ends up being the highest wicket taker for Nepal in this tournament. Now both tied at 8 wickets. But I think it's a good time for the skipper to come in as well for Indonesia. Hilva Lukman, she has been the #1 batter.
She was beaten there. Slight spin, survives, not finding that outside edge luckily.
That's worked away on the onside. This will be runs. Just a single. With that, the skipper gets off the mark.
Slightly on the pads, taken that nice flick, glancing towards the fine leg region. Hilva and Shahidul. It's great for Indonesian cricket, where this team has qualified to the Asia Cup.
I think 2026 can be a year they would want to mark, because even the senior side qualified for the Asia Cup as well. They finished 3rd in the senior ACC Premier Cup. So a lot happening. A team that came in 2019 to play the first international game within a matter of 7 years. You can see the transformation and how the young players have really chipped in.
That are inside edge. Luckily, no harm done. That's end of over number 2, 2 for 1. Yes, Shahidul, it's a great progress for Indonesia to qualify, playing in that semi-finals, going down fighting, not just giving away, fighting till the end, and then playing this 3rd place game and qualifying to the Asia Cup, playing with the big names later on, and they have come a long way.
It's absolutely, mind you, Indonesia is the only team that's very versatile when it comes to their bowling lineup, because they have very good mix of pace and spin. We have seen the rest of the teams, they rely heavily on their spinning department, but Indonesia is a bit different from all the teams around. So definitely a lot of positives to take from this tournament. Anu Kadayat will continue in here. Oh, wild swing, inside edge. And that's going to be a single. Well, running could have been better. There was a second run on, would you say?
Definitely. It was a opportunity for 2 runs easily. This is some kind of a learning curve for Indonesian players. And Indonesia coming in, playing against these bigger names, definitely gives a lot of confidence going forward.
Yes, but at the same time, you need to give full credit to them as well, because they have qualified, they have earned their place into tournaments like this, and now they have earned it to the next big stage as well. So very well deserved. Indonesia, Nepal, of course, we all know they are a force to reckon with, especially when it comes to associate cricket. We have seen how they have grown, they have evolved as a cricketing nation, and even the fans, the way they love the cricket, the passion, you can feel it with Nepal all the time.
Definitely, Nepal, one of the biggest crowds coming in to watch any games in Nepal when you play in Nepal.
Again, wild swing and a miss. Well, again, beaten for pace. The ball just slightly more quicker than she anticipated.
Yeah, Anu keeping in that 4th and 5th stump line, testing the batters, not giving it much room to play with, asking to, if you want to play, take a risk and play.
Well, again, trying to slash the ball hard, again beaten for pace, slightly slow to react. The ball almost going past her by the time the bat came down.
This time she gave a bit of a half volley, but on the off, asking to cut. She has some lot of protection on the off inside the field. Backward point, cover point covers, extra covers.
This time she gets a connection but was not in control. Well, talking about Nepal, they were the only team who really dominated that group stages. They were scoring 200 for fun. That's how good the team was.
Yeah, looking at earlier, I thought Nepal will definitely go into the finals the way they played that first few games, 200, 190, and they were scoring everything over 170 when other teams were trying to score 130.
Oh, went through her once again. Not the best of shots there. It was the wicketkeeper batter, Novita Devi. End of another good over from Anu. It's 3 for 1.
What a bowling from Anu. 2 overs, 2 for none. Manisha Kumari. She has done a great job so far in this series.
Well, Yusri, I think it's all about experience and a lot to learn from in tournaments like this. And these players will take this experience back home and try to develop the skills, try to figure out what are the lackings. I think it's very important. And we have seen very good cricket as well. Surely a lot of talent.
There are plenty of talents in the park, and how you grow to the senior level, that will be the next step.
The serial mistimed. but just away from the fielder. You can see the ball just stopping on. It's a very heavy outfield due to that early shower, the early morning rain, and you have to give a lot of credit to the ground staff as well to ensure that we have a whole quota of 20 overs.
Definitely, the weather last night was a heavy rain, and the way it was looked like could have been a washover, but the ground staff.
Oh, that's a simple catch. Nothing short there from the skipper. Cotton ball. And Manisha Kumari gets her first wicket. That's wicket number 2. And Indonesia in a space of bother.
Shaidur, Manisha was keeping on the money and inviting the batter to play in the off. So it was a half shot.
And look at that. The first person to congratulate her was Riya Sharma. So the competition between them, surely she's going to come back at her. And now Manisha Kumari is just leading the tally. Look at that. Simple as it gets.
So Hilva departs after scoring 4 runs in 7 deliveries. She was in 2 minds whether to go for the shot or not. And playing a half shot doesn't help. Giving a gift wicket to Manisha. And Manisha, 3 for 2 already.
Yes, absolutely. I think that was a very tentative shot. She was not really sure. Because when you bowl into that channel of uncertainty, sometimes the batter gets confused if she should come in front or just rock back. And that's exactly what did her. So another wicket. Well, that's 2 for Manisha. I thought that was the first. Yes. So that's 3 down. Well, no, in fact, that's the second wicket only. Both went to Manisha. Oh, look at that. Good delivery. That was darting in. The quicker one. Good change of pace as well. It's always good to welcome the new batter with something that surprises.
This time bowling towards that midland leg.
Oh, that's a nothing shot. Absolutely. Oh dear. Well, the fielder there drops a sitter. It can't get easier than that. Hardly had to move. Went straight in and straight out.
Flighted delivery. Got Alina to play that shot. Straight away. And could have been a 3 wickets there down. Manisha was disappointed with that fielding effort there.
Well, why shouldn't she? The fielder hardly had to move. Straight in and straight out. But what an over.
Close call there. It's down, going down the leg. So end of 4 was 6 for 2. Indonesia, a bit of a bother. They need to look into build a partnership here and not to look for big shots as you have lost 2 wickets. Reduce the risk taking and try to take singles, doubles. There are plenty of gaps around. Try to push and take at least 4 runs, 5 runs per over in this stage.
Well, there comes Riya Sharma. Well, she was devastated yesterday after that loss. She couldn't take it because Nepal had it in their hands, just allowed the match to slip away. Yes, we have seen a lot of emotions, especially from the Indonesian side as well, the moment they qualified for the Asia Cup. Oh, that was close. Almost went between bat and pad.
Yeah, Sharma. She has done so well so far, and yesterday almost carried the team to the finals.
Good looking shot, no runs there. Again, they're just trying to work the ball away, and it has not been easy. It looks to be a very difficult track to bat on, but trust me, it's a good wicket to bat on. It's just that the Nepal bowlers have done a wonderful job here with the new ball.
Shaidur, if you see how Nepal bowling, they keep on mixing that pace, mixing that line length, and almost keeping wicket to wicket deliveries, not giving too much room.
Yes, I think it's very important, or that will find the gap. But it's a heavy outfield. It will not beat the fielders. Savitri Dhami does well. Yes, I think you have made a right point. You need to have a mix of pace as well. You need to impose the variations. Cricket can't be very predictable, and the moment the opponents can predict what you are going to do, you're in trouble. This could be close, a yes and no between the batters. Well, again, Nepal, generally they're a good fielding side, but that was not the best. Well, it was Karuna Bista, the same fielder, that dropped the catch in the last over. It's 10 for 2.
Shaidur, is that the fatigue from yesterday? They had a neck to neck fight for the semi-finals, and then after playing a super over, coming back this morning.
Well, I don't believe that, because these are young players and these are professional players. They're used to this kind of pressure physically. But I think, yes, it's more of the mental nerves that they need to fight with. It's not the physical ability. I'm sure they're more than capable. But it's just that young age and the nerves of the big game. Sometimes your emotions can get over.
Manisha continues to bowl the final over of the power play, and bowling her third over. Already taken 2 wickets, almost 3 wickets in the previous over.
Yeah, she would consider herself very unlucky not to get that third, but she definitely deserved that wicket. Well, usually these are not good signs as well. Slightly gloomy in here at the BAYUEMAS Oval. Oh, nothing short, similar shot, and this time it's a different result. And that will be a sigh of relief. That's the same fielder who dropped her. And this time she catches, to the delight of Manisha Kumari. Look at that, same shot. She hardly had to move, and this time the smile says it all.
Shaidur, it was a same delivery as well. Flighted on the length, allowing the batter to ask him better to come front. And she was, her leg movements were not there, just playing across, gifting to the fielder. Wideish mid-wicket fielder.
But usually, to be honest, I feel like Indonesia just missed a trick by not playing the natural game. You can see 11 for 3 on the board. And I think some damage was done by their own batter. Novita Devi, she's batting on 3 of 20 deliveries. So when you play so many dot deliveries, it adds pressure not only on yourself but on your partner as well.
Exactly.
Oh, top edge. This could be another wicket. Yes, it is. That's the fourth for Manisha. Oh dear, Indonesia, what have you done?
Before we speak, another wicket. 4 wickets down. 11 for 4.
Aprilia Putri just walked into bat, had plenty of overs, had all the time in the world, but then she went for the glory, went for the big shot, and she perishes in the deep. Look at that. A nothing shot, top edge, and a simple catch. That's Sana Praveen on your screen.
She was nowhere to play that shot. I think the pressure has amounted on themselves, so they are trying to break through, but the way you're playing is not the way you need to get the pressure out of you.
Well, you see, if I've just noticed something that since yesterday, this is Nepal's second match, and that's probably the 5th or 6th wicket I have seen that came off a sweep shot. So if I was the coach or manager of any of these teams, I'll just tell them, just avoid the sweep shot.
Usually what they say is for spinners, play sweep. That's a way to go, but the technique of that sweep shot need to be there to play that shot. Unfortunately, you are nowhere near to that ball. Your leg was way away, and head was not there as well, falling apart, giving an top edge, easy top edges to the fielders.
Okay, brilliant delivery to end the over. Look at her stats: 3 overs, 4 runs, and 4 wickets. What a day for Manisha Kumari. End of another productive over. It's 11 for 4.
Shahidur, if you are the captain, will you keep Manisha for end overs, or you want to bowl her off?
No, I think she's just in the right rhythm, and I won't mind to give her one more over and see if she can get her 5th. Because the moment you take her out, and the rest of the bowlers will come in, and they might just not leave anything for her towards the end.
Meanwhile, Ria Sharma with the ball from the Clang end. Or rather Golden Hoop end. Look at the way Indonesia batting there. They need to focus more on how you play that shots. A bit of technical errors causing them at the moment.
Yes, and again, another dot delivery. Well, dot deliveries are only going to pile up more and more pressure. So I think it's very important to understand the situation. But yes, they've lost 4 wickets. So definitely pressure is already on.
Now we have to play a sensible innings here and try to keep that scoreboard ticking. She has already faced 22 deliveries. Ria Sharma. Good delivery straight to the fielder. No chance of a run.
Well, there you can see once again, they're just not trying to hit the ball, not trying to even score runs. That's where you go into a shell and you're asking for trouble.
Play and a miss. Quicker delivery there.
It's a good delivery. Ria Sharma, she is very different from the other off spinners. She's almost like a medium pacer in disguise, and she mixes it up very well. Has a good slow delivery as well.
Another wild swing, play and a miss. And end of over number 7, 12 for 4. Indonesia. Bit of a bother here.
Well, I think Sony Pakrin heard me. She's going to continue Manisha Kumari for her 4th over. And I think that's the right way to do. That's how it should be. To have a bowler who has picked up 4 wickets in 3 overs, why not? That's the attacking brand of cricket that Nepal usually plays.
On the off. And skipper Sony collects the ball. No chance of a run.
There's been a wonderful spell here from Manisha Kumari Upadhyay. I think she'll be very proud. So will be her skipper and the millions of fans back home in Nepal.
Right, that delivery. Finding the inside edge. Going towards the fine leg region. Look for a double. Easily taken. 2 runs to the score of Indonesia. They moves to 14.
Well, again, the delivery just coming back in with the angle. That's the danger delivery from Manisha. So as a batter, you're expecting the ball to go away from you, and then suddenly one just nips back and you have no clue about it. Well, that was the one.
7.3, 14 for 4. She is searching for her 5th. A little bit quicker delivery, straight to the fielder. No chance of a run.
Well, she's trying everything and anything to get that 5th wicket. We have seen everything happening in this over. The quicker delivery, the slower delivery, the one coming in, the one going out.
Lighter delivery. Almost did it. Almost got it.
Well, that could have been the most bizarre way to get a wicket off a full toss, but almost did it. Well, one more delivery. That's all she has, and I think she will go all out. Oof. Well, usually a short square leg there, and that could have been out.
Exactly. She could have a closer fielder.
But yes, what a spell of spin bowling. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 7 runs and 4 wickets. Definitely, if Nepal makes it, she will be the player of the match.
She has done all the damage here this morning. Losing the toss, invited to bowl first, but as per Sony, she was looking to bowl as well, even if she won the toss. So probably Manisha has got a memo already in the morning. This is what we're going to do. And she was on the right on the money from the first delivery, taking the first wicket onwards the last delivery.
Yes, I think it's all about executing the plans right. And Nepal, they're one team who can do so. Yes, they have fallen short of that big final. But you can't take anything away from them, especially with the way they have played the cricket. And even the loss by the barest of margins went into a super over against UAE. What a thriller. Oh, slightly aerial as well.
There's a bowling change coming from the Golden Hope end. Rachana Kumari comes in. Slightly in the air. And mid wicket fielder now. They raise a middle wicket fielder. Play towards Just away from that square leg fielder. Looks for the double. Taken easily. Into the over number 9. Indonesia still struggling at 17 for 4.
Yes, I think Indonesia are looking to get a partnership in here. Very important for them. And they have lost their best batters. That's the problem. The batters who scored majority of the runs throughout this tournament all are back in the dugout. Well, now they have all their hopes on the wicketkeeper batter, Nobita Devi. Well, she looks to be in a shell as well. 9 of 32. What about that?
That's playing towards the mid-wicket region. Taken another single there. Yeah, Nobita has faced almost half of the deliveries, so she now need to build on from there.
Yes, cricket is all about building momentum, and definitely momentum is not on their side. Another dot delivery.
That was beaten in the air.
Well, she's gone.
And gone. Oh. I didn't notice that. How.
But that was a late call. Well, the ball just flicked the stumps on the way. Wow. Well, we've all missed it.
Yeah, Komang not able to make any inroads, and going for another duck. 5 wickets down. Half the team is back in the pavilion for Indonesia. 18 for 5. Over number 9. 2 umpires in the middle, Mr. Ashwini Ramana and Miss Hemangi Yezal. Miss Hemangi Yezal was the one who gave that stumping. I didn't notice that she gave it out from here. And there was no much celebration as well. Just go together like as if the over is finished.
Well, that's a sign of dominance there from Indonesia, from Nepal, in fact.
Beaten all ends up there. End of over number 9, 18 for 5. Uphill battle for Indonesia right now. Playing cautiously is one thing, and then giving too many dot deliveries, it's another one more thing that building pressure on the side. And all the new batters comes up with that pressure on, as the scoreboard is just 2 runs per over.
Trishana Bista is the new bowler for Nepal. Another change in bowling. Well, she did a good job yesterday as well. Picked up wickets.
She comes from the Negara end. Indonesia need to build on. That's a good shot. Away from the field, a boundary. Welcome boundary after a long time.
Well, that boundary came out of nowhere. It was well timed. It's right up there in the slot, slightly over pitched and punished through the covers.
It was a flighted delivery as well. Picked up well through the two fielders there.
Derni Bangi getting her first boundary. Well, she will need to have to bowl really well today against Nepal. There she goes over the infield once again. That could be 2 boundaries in a row. Yes, it is.
Slightly ahead of the skipper there, Sony. Picked up another boundary. 2 boundaries back to back. The knee. Nibangi. Slight hold. Just getting her lace fixed.
Well, that's good counter attack there from Derni Bangi. I think that's the way to do it. There's no point holding back.
Yeah, I think now the Indonesia, the batter, Derni, will be bit. The confidence will be back on them. Glancing towards the squalic region, there was no squalic fielder. Short fine leg fielder comes and collects it, just a single. And score moves to 28 with that single.
Well, that was a good piece of fielding there from Manisha. Attack the ball. Well, Nepal are not allowing any breathing space for Indonesia at this moment, apart from those 2 boundaries. Oh, big appeal, and she's gone. Well, it was on the cards. And it's Novita Devi who departs.
Novita Devi, she was 11 of 34 before that delivery, and she was trying to take that advantage in that delivery of the over. Unfortunately, she was nowhere to play, and with the 6th wicket down, umpires have decided to have a water break, and we will have a short break and we'll be back soon once the action is back. Right, we're back after the water break. 28 for 6 Indonesia in a big trouble. Jasana to bowl the final delivery of the 10th over. Play and a miss. Shaidu, what will be your message to the batters at this stage? 28 for 6.
Well, I think for me, they just need to bat and play the natural game, because yes, they're in some trouble, and rather than thinking about what has went wrong, they should just proceed with the natural game and see what they can make out of it. There's still 10 overs to go, so that's 60 deliveries, and even if you can add 60 runs, it will give you that respective total and something for the bowlers to bowl at.
Yeah, I think now the Nimbangi will have to lead this Indonesian batting, and she had a couple of boundaries. Definitely, the nerves might have settled down. There was a half an opportunity. Rachana Kumari back into ball her second over.
Well, that was a half tracker, not the best of deliveries, and trust me, she got away with it. Rachana Kumari, she'll feel lucky. Was just dragging the length very, very short on that occasion. Oh, that's aerial just away from the field. Mistimed.
That's the new batter, Putut Sintha, facing a second delivery. Played officially.
Well bowled. Well, Sintha Chahayani is one of the better fielders in that Indonesian side, and now she'll need to do something special with the bat as well. Again, good delivery, and she's bowling with good pace as well.
Yeah, Indonesia need to look. There's two batters to go till about 16, 17 overs, and Sintha need to look forward to keep the rotation on and support the batter on the other end.
Yes, you're right, and that will end the over. 29 for 6, and so far I think Darni Rambo Bangi, she looks to be the more convincing batter amongst the two. So I think the idea should be simple. It's for Sintha to just maneuver the ball around, take a single, and get Darni back on strike.
Yeah, Darni will have a huge responsibility on her shoulders, as she has been into the double digits.
Well, this is aggressive captaincy here from Sony Pakrin. She's not going to hold back, bringing her premier bowlers. Anuka Dayat coming into ball. She was very good with the new ball. Bowled couple of overs, just 2 runs given. Very economical. Well, she has that extra pace as well. That's a good take down the leg. That ball was travelling.
Definitely, she has saved 4 runs there. Coming into ball her third over. Just given 3 runs in that first 2 overs.
That was a good looking shot. Hammered straight to the cover fielder. The skipper did well. That ball was travelling.
Oh, that was a half a chance.
But that was a very good looking shot. Right past the bowler. That's one of the safest places to hit the cricket ball. And you cannot set a field for that right over the bowler's head. Well, you can say that, you can be critical and say it's half a chance, but that ball was travelling, and I think she did well to keep her hand out of it.
Nevertheless, another boundary for Indonesia, and they have moved to 34.
That's beaten. And again, that boundary was scored by Derny. So she is not holding back, dealing in boundaries right now. Good counter attack from her. Oh, that's aerial. She goes over the infield. A lofted shot. That's the second boundary in the over. Well, Derny, she is not holding back. If it's there in a slot, she's going to go for the shots.
Yeah, she have identified that all the fielders inside the circle, and now they have deployed a couple of fielders extra. Earlier, only the third man and fine leg was outside the circle. "38 runs on the board, 12th over, slightly increasing that run rate."
Yes, courtesy of those 18 runs from the bat of Derny. And there she goes again. Just short of Riya Sharma.
This time there was a fielder straight to her. Just a single. End of over number 12. 39 for 6. And 4 wickets in hand. Indonesia need to look into get closer as possible to 100 runs mark. At least to play something when they come to bowl. So only 2 batters has come to two digit. Novita and Derny.
Well, that really sums up the story for Indonesia. The batters have not performed at the right time, but yes, they performed when they needed it the most. I think the goal was to qualify for the Asia Cup, and at least they have achieved it. And with that, they have achieved a story for a lot of people back in Indonesia as well. And I think it will allow young cricketers coming through the grassroots to be able to dream and see that Indonesia doing a wonderful job. That's aerial, finds the gap once again. Long chase here for Savitra Dhami. She does well. Well, she's one of the better fielders in the Nepal squad. And definitely their number 1 batter as well, Savitri Dhami.
Yeah, they're getting a couple of more runs. So either if you have noticed, the last couple of overs, Derny plays bit in a with good confidence.
Oh, that's aerial, and this time, oh dear, Savitri Dhami, how can you miss that? Simple as it gets, just went through her. Well, she missed it by a mile.
Other than the batter, I'm the next lucky person, I believe, because I just talk about Derny, and I felt like, okay, commentators curse on her now when she played upishly. As soon as I talk positive.
Yes, I think, but she survived. Good for her and good for Indonesia as well. Because they need her to be there till the end for them to get to some respective score. And then Indonesia they are one team who are going to come back hard at you.
Yeah, definitely. If she is there until the 20th over, they can get into somewhere around 90 to 100 runs mark.
And we have all seen 100 runs at the BAYUEMAS Oval can be very tricky. UAE showed us that yesterday. Can Indonesia do it as well?
13 overs, 42 for 6. To do that, Shaido Sinta has to play a crucial innings here, not letting the innings down, and need to play that supportive role for Dhani and get those singles, doubles, take that pressure out of Dhani rather than Dhani doing everything for Indonesia by her alone as a single warrior, or rather lone warrior there.
Well, the skipper takes the ball in her hand. Didn't have the best of outings yesterday. Was very expensive in that 1 over that she bowled. But yes, today is a new day, new opportunity for her. And right now, Indonesia are on the back foot as well. So just the right time to come into ball. Oh, that should have been a wicket. Goes through the hands of the fielder.
Yeah, there's another opportunity was created, and that was Dhani, who was lucky to survive for the second time. 24 in 18 deliveries she has faced so far.
Well, today could be her lucky day. She's been given 2 opportunities, but then, like they say, fortune favors the brave. She has been brave with her short selection, not afraid to take the aerial route, not afraid to take the attack to the opposition. Again, look at that. Plays the ball in the air.
Yeah, adding another one more one to the board. Indonesia need to look in to take those singles every given opportunity.
Much better, fuller delivery. I think that's what she needs to do. Attack the stumps and make the batters play more of the deliveries, especially the new batter out there, Sinta Chahayani. That's wide outside the off stump, cut away straight to the fielder, no runs there. End of the over, 3 of it. It's 45 for 6.
Current run rate 3.21. Nevertheless, this partnership has to build on. "17 runs came in this 4.1 overs. 25 balls, 17 runs. Can they get closer to something over 80 to 90 runs? Ria Sharma.
That's a good looking shot. Driven down the ground again. She's growing in confidence. You can see from the way she's batting.
Yeah, her fluency in the batting improves every delivery she faces. She need to just avoid playing those rash shots.
Well, that was down the leg. In fact, both the batters were looking at the umpires. And there you can see that's well done. Dhani having a word with her partner, just trying to motivate her. I think she needs someone to stick there and support her. Well, that will help. As long as she's connecting the ball with her bat, I think Dhani will have that relief.
Yes, Sintha yet to open her account. 11 deliveries she has faced so far.
Well, she doesn't need to score. She just needs to hang in there, to be honest.
And the final 2 deliveries, I believe that Dhani will ask to hold on there.
Oh, she went for the shot. I'm not sure if that was the best strategy there. Almost going through bat and pad. And you can see Dhani Bangi, she is almost running the moment the ball is out of the hand of the bowler. Look at that. She's trying to get that head start, but I think you need to realize that's the last delivery of the over, and to keep the strike you just need to hold your position. That's it.
Yeah, first opportunity Sintha was got that time, and she was trying to look for a single, and rightly then he said no, you stay there. And then he will be looking to face many deliveries as possible at this stage. For last 5 overs, can they get somewhere around 30 to 40 runs? If you are doing that, then Nibangi has to deliver for Indonesia at this stage. 46 for 6, send off over number 15. And Sony starting the new over. Straight to the field, no chance of a run.
Skipper Sony Pakrin will continue in here. Well, mistimed. Rhea Sharma under it, and it goes through our hands. Oh dear. Drop catches. Well, it has been hunting Nepal since yesterday.
She completely misjudged it.
And Rhea Sharma, one of the better fielders for Nepal. That's a late cut straight to the fielder. Well, Sony Pakrin, she's just unlucky. The skipper trying to redeem herself, trying to get some wickets. Well, she's creating those opportunities, but the fielding has let her down. Half tracker, and away from the fielder there, just a single. Well, we have seen 3 drop catches, Yusri.
Yes, it was Nepal. Luckily, they have got Indonesia below 50 so far. Indo number 16 taking 6 wickets, so it doesn't much hurt on them, but the three opportunities against a good side will be definitely going to be hurt them later on. And meanwhile, Sintha also managed to get a single in the previous delivery, and now she is back facing the final delivery of the over number 16. Straight to the fielder, no chance of a run. End of over number 16, 49 for 6. Shahidul, what will be the score? You look at this moment, last 4 overs to go, 49 for 6.
I think it should be anything around 80 run mark, depending if Dhani survives till the last over. If not, probably it will be around 60, 70 odd runs. Again, slapped away. Well, she's finding singles of the very first deliveries of every over. That's not going to help, but that single will bring up the 50 for Indonesia as well. 50 for 6.
Finally, half century on the board.
Oh, trying to hit the ball too hard, missing it completely there. Sinta Chahayani.
Straight to the field there at short mid wicket. No chance of a run there. Sinta struggling there in the middle. 1 of 19. Playing uppishly. Luckily, there's no field around. So, will they? Oh, that's gone for a boundary.
Well, Sinta Chahayani joins the party as well. I think she has had enough of defending. And they will need few of those for sure.
Exactly. As we spoke, this partnership has somehow lasted 7 overs. Can they carry on till the end? Or misfield loves a single, and Sinta will keep the strike in next over as well. End of over number 17, 55 for 6. Where we were looking at Dhirni to face many deliveries as possible. Meantime, Rachana Kumari has completed her 4 overs, given 13 runs for 1 wicket.
Well, this partnership has produced 26 runs for them. Indonesia slightly rebuilding the innings. Well, I'm not sure if rebuilding is the right word. That's poor fielding. That should have been stopped. Have not been able to stop those singles, and now Dhirni gets back on strike. She's batting on 29. What a knock here. Coming under pressure. There she goes. Big heave on the onside. Once again, a single. That's all she will settle down with.
Sony skipper bowling her 3rd over. Just given 8 runs. Next delivery on the off. Straight to the fielder. No chance of a run. Dhirni 30 of 26 deliveries. Sorry, this is Sinta facing. 7 of 24. She need to take the single and loves Dhirni to face as many deliveries as possible. And that's gone. Stumped. And Sinta departs, and no help for Indonesian batting lineup. "57 for 7. In the over number 18, Shahidur.
Well, I'm not sure about that shot selection. What was she trying to do? But yes, I think it was very important for her to stay there. But the moment she went out, she just rushed out of the field as if she was waiting for herself to get out. So I'm not sure what's the strategy. Or probably the strategy is to bring Maya out there, because Maya is one batter who can hit the cricket ball. We have seen yesterday she hit a big 6 against UAE, against one of the bowlers of Thailand. I can't recall the name. But yes, she's someone who can hit the cricket ball. Well, that's a missed hit. Oh dear. How casual was that? Sony Pakrin, you need to do better than that. Should have been a simple catch.
Usually bowlers don't miss their own catches. Maya created an opportunity straight away.
just to make things worse. There goes the wide down the leg. But the skipper of Nepal.
Yeah, Sony told during the toss she need to keep Indonesia below 80, and they have managed to do it so far. And 2 more deliveries to go, and that played towards the square leg region. Ball will be slowing down near the boundary due to the outside wetness in the outfield. And end of over number 18, 60 for 7. Last 2 overs to go.
Anu Kadat coming into ball once again. Her last over.
Straight to the field there. No chance of a run. Dhani. She's on 30 of 27. Can she get Indonesia somewhere close to 80 runs at least?
And you can see the movement away from the stump. She's trying to create that room for herself. But then that extra pace of Anu, you're not allowed to do so.
Yeah, Anu's line and length has been very critical and not allowing too much room. So that's why Dhani had to create her own space to play for a big shot. Anu just stops looking at the non-striker. Play straight to mid-on. Just a single.
Well, Nepal won't mind the singles right now, as long as they can keep the scoreboard lesser than 80 runs. They'll be very happy. And we all know they have a very tall batting lineup as well. Nepal, anything below 100, and they might get there very easily. That's close. Well, that looked to be very straight from here.
Close call. 13 for none. Anu so far. Ball well throughout the game, and Maya, can she deliver something special for... Oh, gone! That's gone! She was nowhere to play that shot, Shardul.
Well, you're expecting something special. It came, but it came from Anu. Rattled into the stumps. What a delivery. Again, beaten for pace. Let's have a look at that. Oh yes, went through her in no time. She had no clue whatsoever.
Anu finally get her first dismissal in this game. 1 for 13, 1 more delivery to go in her final over. And Indonesia on the back foot from the first delivery. 61 for 8. And luckily, if not for Dhani, they would have been much more deep trouble. Half of the score is coming from the Dhani, who stands on the other end. So she will be definitely telling Stefania to hold the end. Just face that delivery. Don't give away your wicket. Just tap. I will look after the next 6 deliveries. And that's gone! That's gone! The second wicket. Anu, back-to-back wickets to end her spell.
Well, that's too quick. That is too quick. Went through her once again. Disturbs the timber. You miss, I hit, says Anu. And fortunately or unfortunately, you can say that was her last delivery. She has completed her quota of 4 overs. 4 overs, 13 runs, 2 wickets for her. 2 wickets of the very last 2 deliveries that she bowled, and well deserved.
Yeah, she is well deserved because she been on the money from the first delivery she faced. She bowled this morning and testing the batters throughout. And the final over. Rhea Sharma to bowl 61 for 9. The Nirambu, what's she gonna do here? 31 of 29.
I think now she needs to understand that she needs to keep the strike. Don't get a single of the first delivery. Expose the tail enders to a bowling attack like this. That's a good looking shot. And like I've mentioned, a single from the very first delivery once again. That's where your match awareness needs to kick in.
Isabella, the new batter in the middle, the last batter of Indonesia. Can she get a single and give back the strike to the Rambo? Looks for a quick single, manages it. Dhoni, can you find couple of boundaries here? Can you find and get some decent score on the board?
Well, this is the last over. 63 on the board. Well, she goes for it, but only manages to find the fielder. Again, takes that single. Well,
yeah, we are looking to look Dhoni facing too many deliveries, but she has decided the other way around, taking singles. And Isabella has managed again to get a single, put Dhoni back on strike.
well, if you have noticed from the 17th over itself, she has not faced many deliveries. She was facing most of the deliveries before that. So I think that's where Indonesia and Dhoni both missed a trick. That's a good looking shot. Finds the gap. But again, just a single. Well, they are happy with whatever they're getting right now, Indonesia.
Yep. They're dealing with singles and 66 for 9. The final delivery. Isabella.
Oh, that's a misfield. And will cost them an extra run. So 68 is all Indonesia could manage. 69 will be the target for Nepal. They will be the happier side going into the break. Well, the toss didn't go in their favor, but everything else did. And they will be extremely, extremely happy with that performance, Nepal.
Yeah. So we will be back once the innings started, when Nepal chasing a target of 69 in 20 overs. And until then, stay tuned and join us back in a couple of minutes. Good morning. Welcome back to BAYUEMAS Oval. This is ACC Women's Under 19 Premier Cup 2026 third place playoff between Indonesia versus Nepal. Indonesia winning the toss, elected to bat first. They were only managed to score 68 in of 20 overs, and Nepal has given a chance, opportunity to chase down a 69 runs in 20 overs they're gonna face. And with me, Shahidur joining in.
It's a very good morning to everyone, and yes, Nepal will be the happiest side right now. Just 69 to win, and with how it started and early rain today in the morning, the ground staff did a wonderful job to ensure that we have a full game in here. Well, it's slightly gloomier now, and not good signs, especially with that big game coming in, the big final between UAE and Thailand. What a game that's going to be.
Definitely, it's going to be a game to watch. The first delivery and gets an inside edge, I believe, to the pads.
Well, that looked close. Good start here. Sana Praveen on strike, and she faces the music from Aprilia Putri, who has been wonderful with the new ball for Indonesia.
Next delivery. Slightly on the off, straight to the fielder. Watchfully played there, Sana Praveen.
Well, I think they have been instrumental for Nepal, especially the two openers, Sana Praveen and Savitri Dhami. Savitri Dhami is still the leading run scorers in the tournament. Both of them, they've always given Nepal that good start right up front. Beautifully driven. Look at that for a shot. And the fielder does well. That ball was traveling.
Yeah, the timing of that shot was brilliant. It's no time the ball was there at a mid-on. If it was slightly away from that fielder, could have been found a boundary as well.
Yes, but you have to give full marks to the batter. Played it with a straight bat. Technically very solid, very sound.
Slightly away. Left it alone. Not chasing Savitri Dhami. Not fully. Next delivery. Slightly on the length. Straight to mid-off. No chance of a run.
Well, a decent over so far, just one run given. I think Aprilia, she has been very good with the new ball. We have seen throughout this tournament, very consistent. And the opening partnership for Indonesia, I mean the opening partnership in terms of bowling.
Slightly wideish delivery, gone for bound towards the off. The slowness in the outfield, ball didn't carry to the boundary. 2 runs in the first over, 3 for none. Shahidul. One over done, 3 runs. Savitri Dhami on 2 for 3. Nepal did well with the ball in the initially. Main bowler was Manisha Kumari. She was on the dot from the delivery. First delivery, she took a wicket, and then end of 4 was for 7 for 4. and Anu Khadayat completed her 4 overs for 13 for 2. The pads flicked it towards fine leg region, taking a single. Four for none. And for Indonesia, just 2 batters who go for double digit. Dani Bangi, unbeaten 34 of 32. Linovita scored 11 of 35.
Well, a decent start here for Nepal. Isabella Sirs. Oh, good looking shot. Slapped away again. Look at that for timing. Savitri Dhami. She has been very good throughout the tournament. Not afraid to take the aerial route.
Into the over number 2. Plays uppishly away from that mid-on field. Goes for a boundary. 4 runs. First boundary in Nepal's innings. Coming in the 4th delivery of the 2nd over.
Well, that was effortless on the pads. And just a little flick of the wrist shows you the form she carried throughout this tournament. It's very evident.
Next delivery, there was a slightly away from the field. It again, another 1 more run. Doesn't been an easy run scoring in this BAYUEMAS oval after a heavy shower last night.
Yes, of course, you can see the outfield being slightly sluggish. Oh, that could have been the wicket. Got that. And Novita Devi, we have seen time and again with the gloves. She has not done a great job here for Indonesia. And the wicket keeper in any team, they need to be almost inch perfect.
Yeah, early on in the innings, there will be plenty of opportunities will be created. If you miss those, it's very difficult to come back.
It's absolutely, and if you look into the sides, the 2 best batter of Nepal, they are not going to allow you too many chances. So you need to take your opportunities. Very important there. There she goes, beautifully driven once again. You can hear the sound of the bat. Absolutely crunched. Savitri Dhami.
Next delivery. Just giving a length and played across straight down the ground for another boundary. Savitri Dhami gets her 2nd boundary.
But that was absolutely hammered. Right up there in her slot. And it was asking for punishment. Savitri Dhami. Well, she's very stylish as a batter. You can see the way she bats. She's very strong down the ground as well. I think for any batter, that's a plus.
As soon as she saw that ball was on the slot, she went for it. And shot selection has been pinch perfect so far, Savitri Dhami.
Yes, absolutely. And you look at that, she got a boundary of the previous delivery and just didn't get carried away. I think it's very important to play every delivery to its merit as well.
Next delivery. Oh, that's a half volley. That's a gift for a batter like Sabitri. Gone for another boundary. That's a third boundary in the innings. 17 for none.
Well, beautiful shot once again. And look at how quickly she picked up the length. Slightly short, but then when you pick up length quickly, it allows you that extra split of a second to play your shots. And that's where you control the game. Brilliant shot selection once again. Good hand-eye coordination. You can talk all the good things about her for the whole day and you won't get tired. Much better. Good comeback there from Aprilia Devi.
Yeah, for her speed, she need to keep it on front, asking the batter on play in front foot, not on back foot. On the pads, luckily it will be stopped near the boundary line. The slow outfield just allow only 2 runs. And end of over number 3, 19 for none.
Well, I think this has been one tournament where young players like Sana Praveen and Savitri Thami have really proven themselves and definitely will be knocking the doors of the senior side as well. And it's always good to have players like this. They are young players and plays with a lot of positive intent. That fearless brand of cricket that we know these days. Isabella Sirs, look at that, playing with a straight bat. You can see them technically very solid, sound, both the batters. And we have seen many of the batters getting out, trying to hit the ball from outside the off stump towards deep mid wicket, that cross batted shot. And we have not seen much from Nepal. Yes, they have got out cheaply as well, but they have played proper cricketing shots.
Straight to the ball, no chance, no harm done. Yeah, what Nepal has done well is they playing the ball on their merit rather than trying something sloggy or rather a riskier. That's down the leg side. Into the over number 4, 19 runs already. Another 50 more runs for Nepal to get that third place in this ACC Women's Under 19 Premier Cup 2026. Over number 4, 19 runs for none. Whereas at this stage, Indonesia was lost about almost 4 wickets when they got into 19 runs.
It's absolutely. I think it's all about glory, and they're playing for glory here, both the sides. Whoever finishes third, they'll be happy. That's again heaved away on the onside. Just a single. But there was plenty to play for, to be honest. And I think Indonesia have just hold themselves in this game and not expressed. But then you cannot take away the performances from the bowlers of Nepal. Slight confusion there. Both the batters were shaking hands in the middle of the pitch. but the fielding side couldn't capitalize on that. A single to end the over.
So was done 21 for none. Shahidul, yesterday's semi-final, no one gonna forget that game. The second semi-final between UAE versus Nepal. Went down to wire and went for super over as well. What a game that was.
Yes, absolutely. I had a great time in the com box yesterday as well, and I'm not sure what's going to happen today in the big game, in the big final. But if that is not a thriller, I have no doubt in saying that that was the best game in this tournament.
Definitely playing a super over. And that also, both the teams equalize at 100 runs, end of 20 overs.
Yes, I think that was more of a boxing game than a cricket match because both the sides were after each other, laying punches. And the moment one was out, and then the killer punch, and they came back, they stood up strong against each other. So it had everything. We have seen good bowling performances, good batting performances, and how you absorb pressure. So a lot to learn for these young girls.
Elna Elizabeth to bowl her the fifth over of the game. Just wide, slightly gave a room on the off, straight to the fielder. It was not punished. Sabit Dami was looking for her fourth boundary there.
Well, this time she finds the fielder, Elna Elizabeth. Well, again, a good find for Indonesia. Left arm bowler. And she has a very good action as well. If you just look into her run-up, very calm, composed. And even the release, she has a very high arm release. So a lot to like about her as a bowler.
Next delivery. Finally, she gets her line right after two deliveries. I was about to say that if she can bring that line closer to that fourth to fifth stump, would be much more clinical. And, the third delivery she made, she did this exactly what I was expecting, and this time plays upishly, and opportunity was gone begging down. Elna has done everything she can do, but the fielders didn't live up to the standards, Shahidul.
Yes, it was Sukmayanti, the fielder on that occasion. She got underneath, should have been an easy catch. The ball just slipping through the fingers. Well, buttery fingers, you can call them. But then you need to take those catches. Catches win you matches. I'm not sure if it would have affected the results of the game, but still you need to take those.
It was the top edge of Sabitri, who was on 19 with that single.
Oh, full toss, asking for trouble. That was a gift from the bowler, and Sana Praveen says thank you very much.
And that's her first boundary with that, the gifted delivery towards her pads, or rather thighs. Pulled it well. And end of over number 5, 27 for now. That delivery, the final delivery, she didn't have much to do, just got it there, just need to place it with the pace, ball will travel.
That's absolutely, and with the fine leg inside the circle, that's a crime delivery, to be honest. And any batter would be very disappointed not to get that away. Well, Sukmayanti, who dropped that catch, coming into ball, trying to redeem herself. But this could be close. Oh, wicket keeper Novita Devi once again not picking it up. That was a goner. If she had picked the ball, Sana Praveen was short of her ground.
It was a risky run there.
Well, usually these are those moments that you need to capitalize on. If you want to go further in the game, you want to have results coming in your way, you need to you need to take those half chances and convert them into wickets. Full toss.
Yeah. Just picking the ball. Luckily, there's a fielder at deep square leg region. Else it would have been another boundary there. Required run rate 2.73.
Well, when you're just chasing 69 runs, required run rate will never bother you. It's about early wickets. And so far, Nepal, they have tried everything to allow them get those early wickets. What a beautiful shot, driven right past the bowler. And that's a straight drive, one of the strongest areas for both the batters. Right up there in the slot, and look at that for timing. And she holds the pose for the camera as well.
Savitri Dhami runs away with this game with yet another boundary. 24 of 20. She picks the ball very early.
It's very good hand-eye coordination for her. That squeezed away. Another good-looking shot. The fielder at point did well.
It was a wonderful shot there. Picked the length nicely. Trying to place it through that gap between backward point and short third man fielder. Luckily finds the fielder.
Oh, use of the feet. She puts on her dancing shoes there. Savitri Dhami missed it completely.
The first delivery missed out to read that delivery completely and misjudged. Luckily, no harm done.
Full toss. Oh, this could be close. Mix up, and that will be the first wicket. Oh dear. That's a bizarre run out. And Savitri Dhami is the batter who needs to go out, and she's absolutely livid with her partner. Well, just throwing her wicket there. They go straight to the fielder. Well, that was Savitri Dhami's call. And Sana Praveen, you need to trust your partner. That was not your call. She was just ball watching.
Yeah, Savitri, with that shot she took away, but Sana Praveen, she was looking at the fielder and found wanting at the end. As Sana Praveen didn't move an inch, so Savitri Dhami had to depart after scoring a fluent 24 of 23 deliveries. And Nepal loses their first wicket for 33 runs. They need another 36 runs to win this game.
Well, the surprising fact was Sana Praveen, firstly she was ball watching, and then she knew that Savitri Dhami was playing better than her, and she still went back to her crease and saved herself first. You know, that's where your teamwork needs to come in as well. But yes, these are young cricketers, you know, they're still trying to get the exposure and the experience from matches like this. Elna Elizabeth continuing in here. Oh, good fielding there from the skipper. Hilva Lukman. That extra cover there.
And to the 7th over. Nepal just need 36 of 83 deliveries.
Oh, this could be another run out. Oh. The skipper, if she had gathered that, it could have been a very different story. Karuna Bishta is the new batter for Nepal. That's well played. Played with soft hands. She'll get off the mark straight away, Karuna.
Shaidur, I believe if Elena Elizabeth can come left arm round, she can get some better outcome, I believe, because this line she's coming more often to the pads of the batter.
Well, yes, but probably she's just not comfortable doing that because these are very young cricketers. They're still learning, still exploring to enhance the skills. And look at that. Probably because that's her natural angle. Just getting the ball away from the right-hander, creating that angle from over the wicket for her.
Yeah, she's looking to bowl that the ball going across towards from the batter. Closer to the leg stump, so umpire is not given a wide there. Just down the leg. Getting very close to that pads.
That was a very good looking shot as well. Driven down the ground. Well, Nepal, they're just 33 runs short. It's 36 for 1 after 7.
Asana Praveen on 10 of 18. Kanabista 1 of 1. Can Indonesia get a couple of wickets, put the pressure back on Nepal? As Nepal didn't start as usual way.
Well, I would want to know something apart from this game as well. Usually, because you're from Sri Lanka, the LPL is going there, and one of Malaysia's best, Virendip Singh, playing in one of the teams as well. It's playing for Gaul. And any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's a very good initiation from the Lanka Premier League, where giving one opportunity for each of the teams, having one of the associate players coming in, and it's great for cricket and great for associate nations as well, getting an opportunity in that level. And we are hoping to see Virendip playing a game or two.
Well, he has been exceptional over the years. Definitely the best that Malaysia has produced so far. Coming back to the game here, that's Ariel. And in the gap as well. Long chase here for the fielder. And it will beat her to the race. 4 runs for Sana Praveen. Well, I think that's the best way to answer after that bizarre run out. I think she should carry her bat till the end and just go back to the dugout and say sorry to Savitri. I'm sure she's going to forgive her.
And this morning we wake up with one sad news. I also, Shahidul, Sir Garfield Sobers, a well-known character in cricketing field, is no more. This time, please straight to the deep square leg region. Yet another singles, and Nepal dealing with singles here.
That's usually sad news there for West Indies cricket. Yes, legends. And it's unfortunate. Meanwhile, Nepal, they're inching towards that third spot. It's played on the onside, not in control on that occasion, Karuna Bista, but she will take it. Single.
It was done 42 for 1. Just 27 runs more. Nepal to secure that third place.
Oh, beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery. The leg spinner. Well, she was wonderful with the bat. Derni Bangi. And what a strong start. Well, she has been one of the finds for Indonesia in this tournament. Well, she has been one leg spinner that can turn the ball and then has a very good wrong one as well. Well, the two leg spinners that I was very impressed throughout this tournament, one is Derni, the other one will feature in the big final, Vaishnavi from UAE.
Yeah, and that previous delivery, Karuna Bista was lucky enough as wicketkeeper couldn't collect it firmly in the first delivery she faced.
Yes, once again talking about the wicketkeeper of Indonesia, I think she didn't have the best of tournaments, and that's somewhere where Indonesia can really work on in either developing her skills, trying to find out what went wrong, because a lot of missed opportunities right behind the stumps, and that is where you need the most proactive person in the team to be there, because it's pretty much the backbone of the team, the wicketkeeper in your side.
Anyway, she is young, so she can be developed with a right direction and training. Derni.
Beautifully bowled once again. Well, Sana Praveen giving a lot of respect to Derni as well. I think they've all seen her bowl throughout this tournament. Flighted, look at that for a spin. Beautifully bowled. End of the over, 45 for 1.
She pitched it outside leg and got over the stumps. She can spin this much in this hour. What will be in the finals? Then Rambo. She was the lone fighter while they were batting. She managed to score 34 of 32 and coming back with the ball in the first over, just giving 3 runs, almost creating another opportunity in the first delivery she bowled. So we have another change, Stefania. Stefania Dira.
A good start. Well, very unconventional bowling action for her. Just about the time when she's about to release the ball. Well, it'll be interesting to watch once again. Just like that. But the release is just fine. It's just before the release, the body just goes in different direction. It's very hard to explain.
Is she naturally bowling in that angle? Because these days we have a few bowlers who bowls in a not conventional manner.
Oh, that was a full toss again. Lack of pace. She couldn't put that away. You can see the disappointment in Sana Praveen. And yes, we have seen a lot of bowlers in the past who have been greats of the game. Talk about Paul Adams, Ajanta Mendes. A lot of players who didn't had the most conventional bowling styles, but then later on they developed the skills and went on to be the best in their countries and among the other players in the world.
Wide delivery down the off. That was a good delivery.
Well, Nepal are not taking their chances. Well, Savitri Dhami, she was looking to be in a hurry to finish this game. But these two batters out there, they're taking their own sweet time and just trying to spend more time out there in the middle. Again, beautifully bowled. And she's getting the hint of turn into the right hander as well. The ball just creeping on, sticking into the wicket. And you can see she's just trying to float the ball and not give any pace for the batters to play with. Another single to end the over. And we're at the halfway stage, 49 for 1. We'll be heading into a short break. Drinks break coming up. So please stay tuned. We'll come back on the other side.
So we start.
Well, we're back after a short break. Nepal just 20 runs away from cementing the third position in this ACC Under-19 Premier Cup. Well, what a performance, Yusri.
Yep, it has been a wonderful journey for all these teams, and Indonesia qualifying to that Asia Cup. Meanwhile, Nepal had a forgettable day yesterday after fighting till the end. Back to claim that third place. 50 for 1.
Well, Nepal, they have outplayed Indonesia in this game, but then talking about Indonesia, they should be very proud of their journey in this tournament. Even if they finish off fourth, they've done the hard work and qualified for the Asia Cup, where they will be going against the big guns.
Meanwhile, these two batters in the middle doing it easily with singles, doubles, without looking for glory.
Yeah, you're not required to take any risks. But yes, they went off to a flyer thanks to Savitri Dhami for her knock right up there. Unfortunate for her. Went out with the run out. Beautifully bowled once again. Look at that. Oh, I wonder if that throw was necessary.
Fashion, the way she got out was unfortunate. The way throughout this series she have been one of the best batters we have seen so far. Savitri. And now we are Nepal 52 for 1, end of 11 overs, just 17 runs short of a victory.
Yeah, speaking of Savitri Dhami, she scored 3 consecutive half centuries. That's how good she was throughout the group stages and even the quarterfinals. It's just the semi-finals that she couldn't make an impact. Even today she went off to a very good start, just couldn't convert it because that was the unfortunate dismissal in run out. But yes, a lot of positives for Nepal as well from this tournament. But yes, the final, that will be the big one. Oh, poor delivery. Well, she'll feel very lucky that the batter didn't get a bat to it, or else that would have been a boundary because the fine leg is pretty square.
Yes, I thought after this game we will have a big final. Thailand taking on UAE. Well experienced UAE side with one strong Thailand team.
Well, UAE, if you ask me, might have the upper edge. The reason why 4 to 5 players in that UAE squad also were part of that final game for the senior women's team as well. The senior women's ACC Premier Cup. It was these exact two teams, UAE and Thailand, who faced each other in the finals. But that time it was Thailand. This time, could it be UAE? Well, only time will say, but it's got to be a good game.
$55 for 1. We're in the over number 12. Stevania. keeping the batters in check. Plays up Ichley. There's the ball lands in no man's land. Shahidul?
Well, you can put it the other way and say that she's picked up her gap. It's perfectly placed in the middle of three fielders out there. Lack of pace once again. There's absolutely no pace on offer. So the batters, they need to be very careful. Sometimes you might just get carried away in trying to hit the ball too hard and end up mistiming it to the fielders. There she goes, almost getting undone by the slow delivery once again. End of the over, a good one. It's 57 for 1.
Nepal slowly and surely getting closer to that 69 runs mark. The forward number 12, 57 for 1. And the good news for the viewers is sun is breaking through. So definitely we'll be looking to have a exciting finals between UAE under 19 women's team against Thailand under 19 women's team. And how crucial these four teams getting elected to play this Asia Cup later on, along with the teams like Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Straight to the fielder, straight to the bowler, or rather. Karna Bista. 10 of 17. Sana Praveen 19 of 33. Next delivery plays towards the offside. That goes to near to the boundary. Will that be cut off? Oh. It's interesting. Only the third umpire can decide. Since there's no third umpire here.
Well, yes, you need to trust the integrity of the player. And she said it was inside the play and had not touched the rope.
Yeah.
But it looked very close though.
Yeah. It was a very close call. She dragged it almost when ball was trying to kiss the boundary line.
That's a beautiful looking shot once again, played down the ground. Well, that has been the highlight for Nepal. The batters play with a straight bat. And I think they have a very good side. It's just yesterday they fell short. 101 runs to score. They had 10 wickets and a couple of batters who were in the form of their lives and still couldn't manage to win. It's just unfortunate for them. But yes, you have to give credit to UAE for holding the nerves. They had that belief and they executed the plans to perfection.
Yeah, I believe UAE done a great job that game, but Nepal put pressure on themselves within that first 10 overs, losing too many wickets and not many runs on the board.
Yes, absolutely. I think they just exposed the middle order and who are not really ready for such kind of pressure, but they keep pushing themselves. And now they're just 7 runs away from victory.
Credit goes to Indonesia as well. They only managed to score 68 on the board within 20 overs they faced. And they have managed to drag over 13 overs. This Nepali side, a strong batting side.
Well, it seemed like it could have ended way earlier, especially when Savitri Thami was batting. Just worked away on the onside. Another single, so now they're just one hit away. Can someone hit a 6 in here?
That could be the first 6 of this game as well. Bouncing towards his leg. Yet another single, 64 for 1. We are in over number 14. One good thing that we have seen in Nepal batting is they keep rotating the scoreboard as much as possible.
Well, that's the way it should be. Again, good looking shot, good punch down the ground for a single. I think rotation of strike is very important. It's not only about hitting boundaries, and we haven't seen many boundaries being scored in this game as well.
Yeah, singles will take off the pressure as well from the batter or from the non-strike as well.
Well, she goes aerial, and that's in the gap as well. Will that hit the boundary? Well, the fielder does enough to keep it inside the circle.
So Nepal now 2 runs short of a victory and getting that 3rd place in this ACC Women's Under-19 Premier Cup 2026.
Well, a great performance here from Nepal. There she goes, driven once again. So scores are tied up here. Just one more run after this. Nepal, they fell short of that big final, but they're not going to fall short today. A convincing victory.
Scores are level at this stage, 68 for 1. Nepal.
Well, they're going to hold back. And they have to go into the next over as well. 1 run needed. So the wait just get longer.
68 for 1. Into for number 14. Sana Praveen unbeaten, 24 of 37. And Sabitri Dhami 24 of 23. Kanabista unbeaten, 16 of 24.
But I think that's where a lot of these teams needs to learn, because you don't need to score big, couple of 20s and 30s, and you are almost near to 100 runs. And if you look at the strike rates, it's not too bad as well. So sometimes you just need to take the game into phases and break it down into small pieces. Good delivery once again. Dhirani, I think she's bowling within herself. She can't do much. They don't have the runs on the board. Indonesia. But I think they have shown some good spirit throughout this tournament. They've tried their best. They've qualified for the Asia Cup. Well, they're going for that single. That's it. That's the game for Nepal. And they have secured 3rd place in the ACC Women's Under-19 Premier Cup 2026. They will finish at number 3. in this tournament. But take nothing away from this Indonesian side as well. They have shown a lot of heart in this tournament. But yes, Nepal, they were the deserving winners. Dominated in all three aspects of the game, with the bat, with the ball, and in the field as well. Complete performance, I would say.
Yeah, that was absolute brilliant performance by Nepal, coming back after the defeat yesterday and managed to restrict Indonesia for 68 runs and chasing down 69 in within 15 overs, just losing 1 wicket. Let's look at the scorecard here. This is a summary. Indonesia 68 for 9 in 20 overs. Only Dhani Bangi was managed to score 34 of 32, and only Novita Devi went for the double digit along with Dhani. And with the ball, Manisha, what a bowling performance! 4 for 7 in 4 overs. Anu took 2 wickets and chasing down 69 for 1. Sana Praveen 20, unbeaten 25 of 39. Sabitri Dami 24 of 23, and Karnabista ends the innings unbeaten 16. So that's a summary, and we'll be connecting back with the prize presentation shortly. Stay tuned. We will be back with the prize ceremony. Welcome to BAYUEMAS Oval prize presentation of the ACC Women's Under-19 Premier Cup 2026 third place playoff. We had a wonderful game between Indonesia and Nepal, and Nepal finally clinching the third place with 9-wicket victory. And first of all, I will request Ms. Shivani Mishra to give away the Player of the Match award, and Player of the Match award goes to Manisha Kumari, taking 4 wickets for 7 runs. Hi, Manisha. Yeah, okay. So, Sony will be helping Manisha in the. Yeah, Manisha, you had a wonderful day out yesterday as well, and straight away, it doesn't look like you had a sleep. You came and bowled that first ball, taking a wicket. How was the feeling with you and getting that third place victory?
खुसी छु तर हिजोको गेमले गर्दा अलि नराम्रो लाग्थ्यो, राति सुत्न नि गाह्रो भयो। अब ठिक छ, आजको गेम जित्नु नै थियो हामीलाई, त्यही सोचेर नै खेले।
She was happy with the performance today, but she was really disappointed with the last match. She couldn't even sleep, so that's what she's saying. Yeah, but happy with the win.
At the toss, your captain Sony told, who's right next to you, told that they want to restrict the opponents below 80. And what was the message when she threw the ball at you?
ओइ सोनीले 80 भित्र प्याक गर्ने भनेको थियो, हामीलाई अलि हुनै थियो। अब हामीले चाहिँ आफ्नो काम गर्यौं, लाइन टु लाइन बल हाल्यौं।
They just stick to the plan, and yeah, just stick to the plan and did their basics right.
Yeah, I saw when a couple of catches were dropped, and you would have got that 5th wicket as well if they had. Have you said anything to your friends, and how you taken this to the ACC Cup when you go play that tournament with the big teams?
अब गेम हो, गेममा क्याच छुट्न नर्मली कुरा हो। अब अर्को गेममा चाहिँ हामी राम्रो गर्छौं, एशिया कपमा राम्रो गर्ने छौं।
She's saying it's normal to drop a few catches, but we'll try and improve next time in the Asia Cup.
All right, thank you very much. Wish you all the best. Good luck. Thank you. So, yeah, we will now go into give some few appreciation awards. And first of all, I'll call the ACU officer, Mr. Kalidas, to give away a few awards for the match officials. First of all, umpire Miss Hemangi Irzal, who was the umpire in the finals, in the middle. And I will call Mr. Rana Ashwani Kumar from Thailand. And Mr. I. Mintan from Myanmar. And Miss Dechen Wangmo from Bhutan. The match officials in this third place playoff of this ACC Women's Under-19 Premier Cup 2026. I would ask Mr. Kalidas to stay back and give the appreciation award for the match referee. And Ms. Shivani Mishra from Qatar. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. And I would call upon losing captain from Indonesia, Hilwa Norulia. Hi, Hilwa. You won the toss. You let her to bat first. You wanted to put up a target of 130. And one stage you lost about 3 to 4 wickets within that 4 over span. What was your thinking at that time?
I think we threw a lot of dot balls in the first. So after that, in the next batsman, think about like I must get a run, I must get a run, because the firstly batsman give too many dot ball, so that the pressure for next batsman. I think like that.
Yeah. So anyway, this is not your end of the road.
Yeah.
You are now qualified to play the Asia Cup later on with big teams. What your message to your team?
We need more practice, more training, more learn in this game and yesterday game. We more training hard for next tournament.
Okay, we all proud of you. Well done. Thank you. Good luck. Wish you all the best in the Asia Cup as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And now, can I have the winning captain? And Sony Pakrina, Nepal skipper. How proud of your team right now?
Yeah, extremely proud of the team, the way they've put in the fight, with the bowling unit and the batting unit. Yeah, extremely proud.
Yeah, I know yesterday was a loss which you were fighting for that the final spot, but you have done greatly throughout the series, and only one team can go into the finals. Yeah, so and that message, how did you cope up with the team, and what was the message you told at that time to come into this game?
Yeah, of course there was some disappointment from the last match because we wanted to win, but I think at the end of the day it's one team that's gonna win the cricket match, and it was their time, the UAE side, and we just wanted to come here and play good cricket today and just focus on one game at a time.
Yeah, I know there's a huge fan base is following you guys, supporting you guys back home and elsewhere. And any message to them when you are going to that qualified to play in the Asia Cup, and anything you have to say to them?
Yeah, for the fans, I just want to say keep supporting and keep loving Nepal women's cricket, and hopefully we'll make you guys all proud in the Asia Cup.
All right, thank you. Wish you all the best. Good luck. And that's all from the middle here. And we will be back at 2 p.m. with the finals, UAE taking on Thailand.